I do find it interesting that people come on here and say 10 if you've seen the podcast and you know what's going to happen to you if you call yourself a 10.
I don't know. I don't have the balls to say that. It's ridiculous.
Would you lay down your morals for fear of repercussion? Would you lay down?
It's got nothing to do. It's got nothing to do with morals.
Are you so weak-willed and lacking of character that you would come on here and betray?
It's a moral position that you're a 10. What? That's a moral ought that you're a 10.
I'm being dramatic. I'm rallying the troops. I'm being dramatic. Okay.
Listen, it's got nothing to do with morals. You know what?
You will not compromise your morality. We are 10s at this table.
Sorry.
When a woman doesn't have an outside perspective and she thinks she's a 10 when nobody sees her as a 10, it means she doesn't have a sincere conversation with herself. So even if you're a 10, you not say that. You're not going to say you're an 8 and you're not going to say you're a 10.
What do you say?
You give the lowest number because you let people say it about you. You're not going to say it about yourself. Usually women that say that they're a 10, they have a very low self-esteem and nobody give it to them, so they have to give it to themselves.
I feel like that's an opinion, for sure.
Yeah, you think 8 is low? That's an opinion, I think.
It's not low. It's high.
I mean, sorry. You think 8 is high? I think that's an opinion.
Yeah. Most women are not high.
I think 9 and 10 is like for sure high. But 8 could be like...
It's like...
I can back you up on this.
I'm like, I know...
10, it's Cindy Crawford when she was young. 10, it's Stephanie Seymour.
Can I say something?
Wait, let me just finish.
pick 7.
10, it's Stephanie Seymour, young. 10, it's Linda Evangelista, young. 10, it's Christy Turlington when she was young. None of the girls here, with all due respect, she's gorgeous, but she's still, compared to the girls here, she's 10. But nobody here is a 10.
Well, here's my question. What does an average woman look like?
Like
an
this.
Average woman.
So average would be 5.
Average. I feel
What
like
does
a golden ratio.
an average woman? So if every woman who comes on this podcast is a 7, 8, 9, or 10,
Exactly.
right? What the hell does an average woman look like?
All of us are average.
I feel like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So whatever you think is beautiful, that's what you think. You rate yourself
Well, then
based
whatever
on
that standard is for what you consider to be beautiful, somebody's going to fall in with the threshold of what average is, right?
I feel like even if you're bad looking, if you're confident and you look good to yourself, you're going to come across more beautiful. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm really pretty, but let me tell everybody I'm not that cute, you're going to look like you have low self-esteem.
I'm going to concede all these points, right?
Like, that doesn't make you glow. That makes you diminished.
No,
I have one
think
important
it's
point.
unattractive to men if you go around saying, and I've done it in the past, you know, been like, oh, I look great, and then my partner's just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't compliment you then. And, you know, I don't think it's a very attractive thing to men for women to parade that. I think if they are just, you don't have to say you're ugly, but if you're just slightly more modest with it.
Well, just be humble, but don't, like, not cherish yourself. Just because
but I want to give you guys, I want to give you guys an example.
Don't be afraid of yourself.
Yeah. Like, what?
I'm just going to jump in for a second. It'll get right back to you, I promise. I have not been interrupting you. Shalice, is that your name, Shalice?
Yes.
Or Okay, I got it right. So I'm sorry, I write everybody's name down, and sometimes I mess them up. I agree with you that beauty is subjective, or in the eye of the beholder, right? There's going to be some people who find some traits more beautiful than others, and et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. But from your subjective standard, that would still lead to some people are really beautiful and some aren't, right? Even from your standard? Or is just everybody beautiful from your standard?
I feel like everybody has beauty within them, but no, everybody's not beautiful, like beautiful physically.
Then what does an average person, an average woman from your standard look like?
Austin, hold on. I have the perfect photo to tackle this like beauty is subjective bullshit. Can we get the photo pulled up? Yeah. It's that, you know, the girl we've been meaning to pull it up. Can we get it quick, please? One sec, guys. Make it like.
Oh my God.
So okay, beauty is subjective. Beauty is subjective. Now, like, I'm just curious. The entire male population of the world, which woman, the woman on the left or the woman on the right, which one do you think pretty much all men in the world, if they had to pick one, just do you have a guess? So let's go around the table. Guess. Is it the woman on the left or the woman on the right?
This is right.
The blonde woman or the brunette woman?
I don't.
The skinny white woman.
Okay, so woman on the left, the blonde. Which one?
I knew coming on here that there'd be some questions that I wouldn't be able to participate in because I would be going against like my values, and so
what values? What values?
My number one value is of acceptance, and so for me to come on here and compare these
you can accept one woman is less attractive than the other.
I don't know.
That is acceptance. You can accept that one woman is more attractive than the other.
But I want to give an example.
Nah, I'd rather finish my point.
Sorry. Okay,
go ahead.
I'm all about kindness, and I think that if that girl was watching this and she heard me say that wouldn't be very kind, so I'm not going to participate in this question.
She's dead.
She's dead?
What?
I don't know.
So what you're saying is
she's dead, bro.
Going to say she's dishonoring her memory.
Really messed up, right? Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm trying to bro, it doesn't matter. She's not going to hear the shit.
But you've answered the question by saying you think the answer would be unkind.
Politically correct.
Wait, you got to stay for this question. Hold on, I'm going around the table. Just stay, okay?
Thank you for understanding.
You got to answer this question. Come on.
I will not compromise.
Yeah, I don't. So I think that's fair. If somebody asks you to compromise your morals in some way, I think it's totally fair to say that you won't. Can you tell me what moral you'd be compromising here?
My moral of acceptance. I want to be an artist who makes people feel seen. I want to make people feel accepted. I don't want.
Do you accept neo-Nazis?
Well, that's the thing with free speech, right? It's like there's free speech.
I just asked you a question. Do you accept neo-Nazis?
I accept that they exist.
No. Do you accept their ideology?
She probably doesn't know what Nazi.
No, you
Guys,
don't.
I'm not PR trained for this.
It sure seems like a paradox of values. Then this is called the paradox of acceptance. No, it's not that you accept everybody or everything. Just like right now, when I asked you if you accept this, you say no, of course not. And why would you? Right? It's heinous, right? It's absolutely heinous.
It is very heinous.
So the thing is like it's a complete paradox. To say, well, wait, I want to accept everybody, but then when I ask, will you accept this heinous group? You say no. It's like nobody's asking you to compromise a single value here.
Thanks for first of all saying it's okay to like not want to compromise on values. I just don't want to promote like comparison and like this idea of like one thing is better than another.
She's not
Yes, you do. I literally just demonstrated that you do, because by you saying, okay, well then let me just ask you, right? The Stalinist regime of communists, do you think that they are better than the Western capitalist regime of America?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so do you think that the Nazi Party is better than the American capitalist regime?
I mean, this is sort of out of the scope of the question.
I don't think so. I think I'd like an answer, because you're making a moral claim, and so I can make a hypothetical to test the moral claim. And I'm testing it right now by saying, okay, if I point to you, this genocidal, I can't even say the word on YouTube, right? But if I point out this group over here, are you really going to say that you accept them as much as the other group? Really?
No, that's not what I'm going to say. But
No.
But as a human living in an imperfect world, I accept there's imperfections, because there's only one perfect thing, and it's God. And so like I understand that to have free will, sometimes bad things are part of this world, and I don't have control over them.
I guarantee you this girl jokes with her like girlfriends, and if they see like a dusty looking dude, they're like talking mad shit about him, bro.
Well, not only that, it's worse though, because you didn't really give me an answer. Yes, I get it. Yes, it's sad. The world is sad, and there's lots of bad things in the world. That's terrible. But when asked between two groups and one that you find to be hideous, you say, no, I won't accept that group, right? Okay, that's fair. And you know what? I wouldn't either, right? Hideous, heinous group, right? Whatever.
It's Andrew, right?
Yeah.
It's Andrew, right? Okay, so two things. Okay, you caught me, right? There's certain things. It's like what you said with obedience, right? You don't obey if a man is like, if your husband's telling you to like go jump to your death, right? Like you wouldn't ask someone to sin. Like there's limits to everything. Right? And so like
but I'm just trying to determine the actual value that's limited. So let me just ask you this instead. I'll ask you a completely different question related to this one.
Yes.
Subjectively.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me just ask you this one first. Do you usually tell the truth?
Honesty is another one of my values. I do my best.
And so you don't like to lie, right?
Correct.
Because that would go against your values, correct?
Correct.
Subjectively in your own brain, do you make a value judgment between the beauty of these two people? Go ahead and lie to me.
Subjectively in my brain, yes, I do make a...
Okay, great. Then tell us which one from the subjectivity in your brain you give that value to.
Well, see, that's the thing is, I know that I'm not perfect, and so that's why I.
By the way, now it's a lie of omission because you've told us that you do make a judgment.
Of course I do.
You just won't tell us what it is.
Listen, guys, I'm not Mother Teresa, right? I'm not perfect. I'm just. I admit, yes, there's certain. I do judge things, certain things, and I wish I didn't. I wish I was perfect. I wish I was
asking
pious.
From that subjective standpoint of which one you do judge as being better looking than the other one, which one is it? That's all I'm asking you.
I understand that's what you're asking me. I'm not saying I'm not making a judgment. I'm saying that I will not share that judgment.
Wait, I have a question. Okay, we will go around the table, but have you ever seen a beautiful girl with a mid guy?
There's a lot of Adam Sandler movies. You guys ever seen an Adam Sandler movie? I love Adam Sandler.
Like, sure, there's movies or whatever. I just mean in real life.
Is this to trick me?
No, just asking you a question. Have you ever seen a beautiful girl with a mid guy?
I mean, I know I said I don't like to make judgments, so I don't really know how to answer this.
It's unfortunate I did not ask this question prior to having shown the photo or asked the rating the 10 question. Hold on.
You're lying. So she's lying, right? You're lying through omission because you just said you want to answer the question as yes, but you just caught yourself and said, but if I do answer the question as yes, then that would previously contradict my previous statement that I don't make these value judgments. So you just said I just won't answer even though I know the answer.
Look, I didn't say I don't make these judgments. I just don't try to make judgments and like share them, you know? I don't like that I make these judgments.
How does that compromise the value of honesty though? That's a lie of omission when you're asked.
She's politically correct. That's the problem.
Guys, I'm not politically correct.
Do you know what a lie of omission is? It's where you know the answer to the thing.
No,
right?
there's a reason why you can like plead the fifth, right? So not answering is a valid thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, to the government. This isn't a court of law. What are you talking? There's no Fifth Amendment here.
You don't hurt me anymore.
You can't invoke the Fifth. What are you talking about? There's no, Brian, get your gavel and your robe, Brian, so that he could rule whether or not you can plead the Fifth. Like what?
So look, all I was just trying to say there before was that if I had asked this question to the whole panel, if you've seen a beautiful woman with a mid guy, all of you would have giggled and said yes, which would indicate to me that you are perfectly prepared to make comparisons when it comes to men. But you don't like this distinction, you don't like making this comparison. In any case, I'm rather bored by your reluctance to answer this question, so I'm just going to move it on.
Thank you.
I'm going to have the rest of the panel answer the question, though. Which one's more attractive?
Wait, can I see it again? That went on for so long.
We'll pull it back up.
Okay.
Okay, left or right?
My personal aesthetic fits more with the left, so I'm going to say left.
Left.
Come on.
You're too far from the...
Left. I'm not answering.
Damn, you're far as fuck from the mic too. Can you kindly get close to the mic?
I'm next to the mic, but I don't care to answer this question because I just don't want to. I literally just don't want to. Really? So let's skip. I just don't care to.
Okay. Can I say and also say something else? Is that because I'm waiting for a long time?
Answer the question first.
I think the right girl is ugly and the left girl is gorgeous.
Wait,
I mean, anybody can see she's ugly. Come on, why are you so politically correct? Why? Like, it's so weird.
What does this have to do with
because she's ugly as hell.
Yeah, she's not a 10.
Because she's so ugly, and you guys don't hesitating not to say the truth. One ugly and one pretty. That's it. Why to?
This isn't political.
Yeah.
Politically correct, not political.
I mean,
why not to say the truth? Why to lie in the politically correct game?
Hold on. I mean, even I kind of disagree with you, Sheena. We don't even need to be rude to the one on the right by saying she's ugly.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't even feel that that's even necessary. We can simply, the most tactful way of going about saying this is the one on the left is more attractive. That was the question.
Sorry, I'm not politically
correct.
Well,
that's fine, but
can I please say something that I'm waiting for?
I'm giving you
10
30 seconds. Please make it quick.
Okay. If you look at commercials from the 70s and the 80s, you see the most gorgeous people on the commercials and the media. Today, because of the name of being politically correct and trying to walk on eggshells by giving everybody equality with a look, and everybody can be a star, everybody beautiful, everybody this and everybody that, we on TV we see only ugly people in the commercials and in the media, and the gorgeous girl get pushed aside because, sorry, but every overweight girl or ugly girl that they want to be politically correct to her, they put her on TV. And to me, it's repulsive. Not everybody a star, not everybody beautiful, not everybody smart. People are different from one another. And I'm sorry, just accept it. Stop being so hypocrite and double standard and politically correct. I don't like it. Sorry.
I truly think this is coming from a place of privilege in a sense, because I agreed with the first part actually. Like, yes, not everyone is a star.
I'm not privileged.
However, if you've lived in Western countries as a person of color, it is so important.
What are you talking about? My grandfather is black. My whole left hand is injured because I damaged it in a terror attack. If I go with short sleeve, people look at me like I'm a cripple. What are you talking about? People been judging me before all my life for being short, but it's okay. This is who I am. I don't care when people, even if people tell me you look like plastic surgery, which I hear it all the day in the media. Oh, look at you, fake boobs, fake clips, this and that. I don't care. Yeah. People can say whatever they want, and it's their opinion. I don't get offended.
I'm not saying you should care. I'm just saying it's a bit ignorant for you to dismiss the representation of people of color in commercials now because they do not have
Did I say color?
That was
Did I say people in color?
You said in the 70s and the 80s, the commercials had beautiful people. They only had white people.
I never said the word color. You said that.
I'm like, is that not true?
I come from a family that half of my family is really black. My grandfather is Ethiopian. I never
Why do you feel this way towards the commercials?
I feel like did I say the word
just generally better?
Did I say the word black? Be political. Be correct. Did I say the word black?
I'm just saying
I never said the word black. This is in your head. This is what you're thinking. You're thinking that
color people.
I didn't talk about color people
before.
They show people that they're dark.
Well, can I say this because I am a black woman?
Let me finish my sentence.
I don't think she was saying that black women.
I never said black.
Like something about black women not being in commercials and stuff. More days it's like. It's more beautiful, like
I meant overweight.
It wasn't black women. I think she's just saying in general, like now, it's all different types of body shapes, different types of people.
Yes,
like that's what she means. But I do think your delivery is a little harsh sometimes.
Okay,
like,
so actually, just to kind of go into detail, I actually was not thinking of specifically black people.
Yes,
I was actually,
you did because that's what you said.
Listen.
No, I'm not
you don't know
listen.
me at all. I was thinking of Asian people because do you know the level of how much Hollywood has impacted racial discrimination against Asian people in America? Now, okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God.
Now the Asian people who are going to Hollywood, yes, maybe they're not, like the Victoria's Secret models.
I'm not talking about Asian people or black people. I'm talking
lowering this bar
wait.
provides opportunity.
The whole show from the beginning, you're taking everything personally. I'm not talking personally.
I'm not taking it
I'm mixed.
personally.
My grandmother is Russian, my grandfather is Ethiopian, my mom African from Morocco, and I'm born in Israel. I'm Muslim and I'm Jewish. So I'm the last one to be racist. I'm talking in general. I don't care where the person come from. They can be black, white, short, or tall. For me, I care that you see the most ugly girls that don't take hair out of their armpits or their legs or their eyebrows, and they're in a commercial presenting as a beautiful or a makeup model. Why not taking beautiful girl like her or beautiful girl like her and put them in commercial? I don't care the racism. You push it to the racists.
Which brand? I mean, and maybe I don't know brand. No, okay,
all
honestly,
brands.
I think that might be their brand value. That's their target market.
It's not
They're targeting
value.
the liberal people.
It's not value. It's the liberalism, the radical liberalism liberalism and radical feminism brought that agenda to the media because they scared that people are going to say, oh my God, this fat girl get offended. Oh my God, this guy get offended. Why to be scared that they get offended and to put all the most ugly people out there?
If I'm selling something to a target audience, I would want to make it appealing to that audience.
But it's not like that. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, go to YouTube, look at the commercial from the 70s, 80s, 60s. It was people from all colors, okay? Maybe less black than today.
Maybe less Asian.
Maybe less Asian.
No
okay,
Asian.
maybe less Asian and black, but still, I want to be in a world when the star is a star, the smart is a smart. Not everybody
that's your fantasy.
All the men, no, it's not a fantasy. That's reality because every man that want to dress like a woman can go to the bathroom and pretend to be a woman and lie to himself and force us to call a man with a penis that he's a woman. I refuse to live in a world like that. If it's a man, go to a man bathroom. If the girl is overweight,
to live in this world though.
Excuse me, I live in this world.
To live in this world.
No, I live in this world way
you
before you.
You can move to a traditional country.
There's no traditional country. There's no traditional country.
Really? I heard Saudi Arabia is like pretty conservative and traditional.
Yeah, they're conservative, but if you go to the nightlife in 2 o'clock in the morning to private parties.
I'm totally serious.
Honey, have you been in Saudi Arabia?
I actually have not.
Exactly, I've been. When you go to Saudi Arabia in 2 o'clock in the morning, behind closed doors, they do things that here they don't even dream. So spare me the bullshit. From all over the world, people can be hypocrites, and in the bedroom they do crazy things.
Gerald donated $200. Okay. I think it's been 30 seconds.
Okay. Thank you, Gerald. Good to see you in the chat. I appreciate it. I'm going to move things on here. We have a lot to get through, so for the sake of trying to not be here forever, I want to try to get through everything. Let's see. Okay.
By the way, hello, Brian.
Welcome, Rachel. Good to have you. Thank you for the cameo. Thank you. Good to see you.
I was summoned, so.
Do we have a seat? Are you able to raise the seat up a little bit?
Andrew raised it as high as it goes. I'll just try to sit tall.
There we go. Perfect.
To pretend I'm taller.
Perfect. Thank you, Rachel. You know what, Rachel? Actually, I want us to get into one of the girls here. As she gets up. You want to? Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let me just see if there's anything while we're doing that. Okay, well, let's see. One sec. I'll get into more of the notes then. One moment here. How do you say your name? Kybra?
Kybra. It's like the word Kai.
Are you in a cult?
No, I'm Catholic.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh. Because I saw you were like on your Instagram, you had a photo with a girl who's been on the show before, and she's in a cult.
Oh my god, dude.
So I was like,
no,
are you in the cult?
She just made that up.
Oh. Okay. All right. Whatever. A witch cult or some shit.
She's just doing it to be funny, I guess. I don't know.
What the fuck is going on? Okay. You said one time your boyfriend told you that he probably wouldn't love you if you were a worm, and it ends up being a very honest relationship. Yeah, I've heard about this worm thing. Can you just explain it for the viewers?
So there's this thing going around where you ask your boyfriend, your significant other, like, would you love me as a worm? And so I was like, oh, would you love me as a worm? And they're like, I don't know, like, you'd be a worm, I would like you as a worm. And there's this even deeper one where it's like, if a wizard came in one day and turned you into a cat, and your partner knew that eventually you would turn back into a human, but it could be like 10 years, you just don't know when. Like, would they stick around with you? And he said, I would take care of you, like I'd have you as a pet, but I'd probably date other people. And I was like, what? But honestly, it ended up being a really good relationship. Like, he's very honest. And there's
Austin, can you take it? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, thank you. And it wasn't that like, oh, because he told me he wouldn't love me as a worm, like he's like this honest person and like never lies and better than all these people. Like, we lie to protect ourselves. Like, he still lied a little bit, but it set realistic expectations. Like, I felt like I could really trust him.
Okay, so I don't know if the worm thing is. I'll maybe we can come back to it, time permitting. Austin, can you? We're gonna get into some of the tweets. I didn't get to show you this before the show, but there's a ton of tweets. Yeah. We have one from Sherry here, who, and it has to do with Rachel, actually.
Ooh. Wait, Rachel? Sherry. Russia. You mean from Kami?
So I just have Cammy and then I have Ruby.
Yes. No, I mean.
Let me see here.
Brian, did you mean a tweet from Kami?
What?
What you meant me, like Kami?
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yes.
Kami.
Interesting. There was a tweet about.
I got my names mixed up.
It's about Rachel, you said?
Yeah. There's a lot, so you might have to shift through them.
Yeah.
Really?
I think.
Are you sure you're thinking about me?
Yeah.
Because maybe one.
Make sure there's just nothing offensive on the page, like no porn or anything.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good?
Maybe. If using that.
Ooh. You can make
oh my
it bigger.
god, this is.
I just see the same ugly woman rage for patriarchy commenting 3+ times on this post for attention. Maybe. Are you able to wait? Did you scroll up and see what it was?
Yeah, scroll up. I didn't know this was like Andrew's wife, Rachel. Oh my goodness. I mean, I actually take nothing back. I'm a transparent, honest woman, but I had no idea. What a small world.
Oh, yeah, we don't have to show that. But,
I don't understand the context.
What was way more entertaining than I thought.
Was it one of Andrew's posts?
I actually don't remember. Can they scroll up to the OP?
No. We're not going to scroll up.
If it's TOS.
Is it the one that Andrew just tweeted that has like 31 million impressions on it?
It's that one.
It's from Andrew?
Can anyone give context verbally?
What was it about?
It's probably better.
Was it political?
It's like a very G-rated version of it.
Okay.
Andrew tweeted that it was pretty incredible that women who are at an aesthetic disadvantage seem to disproportionately be terrified that men are going to SA them.
Oh, geez.
Something to that effect, right? And it was, Andrew's a master at these tweets where he'll say something that's just like an is statement, and then the women will reliably go, so what you're saying is, and then they'll like extrapolate all sorts of meaning from it that he didn't intend, so. Yeah.
And then
and then what were my tweets again? I actually forgot.
Oh,
I do vaguely remember this.
Well, there's more, but we're not going to pull those up quite yet. I forgot to go around for the rating yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you think you will be better looking in 10 years' time? Hide this.
I love this question. So what are we using? You said 10 years' time, like, are we rating it physically? Like what?
Yeah, physical looks.
So what about it physically?
What do you mean?
Well, like, for example, I could be comparing two things, and I'm like, what do I find physically beautiful? 6 fingers, 7 feet tall, 3 arms. You know, what about it physically? Because from what I understand, I've heard this question before.
Wait, I think he meant like you.
What? Yeah.
By your standards.
Guys, stick with me,
What is this? Fingers? Are you going to grow a finger when you're 30?
Stick with me. All right, so let's say you're asking me, am I going to be better looking at 20 or 30?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say we're measuring this, like what's our unit of measure? It's the physical beauty. What about physical beauty? Okay, so let's say
overall attractiveness. It's very simple. Let's not overcomplicate it. Just overall attractiveness.
No, I'm really simplifying it.
Go ahead, simplify it for us.
All right, so I think from what I understand, what the unit of measure is youth. And so then the question breaks down to, am I younger as a 20-year-old woman or as a 30-year-old woman? And going off of numbers, yes, I am younger at 20 than I am at 30.
Well, that's not the question.
But it is.
No, it's not the question.
It's simply, are you going to be hotter?
Yeah, hotter based on what?
More attractive to
based
people
on what?
In general.
Based on what?
Any measure that you rate someone, so you rated yourself. Weren't you a 10? Were you one of the 10s?
Oh yeah, I never got to explain why I said 10. I thought we were going to be able to explain it.
Okay, why don't you do that, and then we'll go back to this. Why are you a 10?
There was a time in my life where I felt so invisible and so unloved, and like if I didn't love myself, that no one else would, just as a kid growing up. So like I made a commitment to myself that like I would show up to myself. No, it's serious. Yeah, so I don't know. But anyways, going off of that.
Wait, what does that have to do with your assessment of your looks?
Because she said, oh, you're one of the people that said you're a 10.
Okay.
And I was just explaining why I thought I was a 10.
Right. Okay, so do you want to just answer the question so we don't get bogged down forever?
I mean, you can move on, but I said my answer.
No, you didn't say your answer. You were asking for clarification, and it was provided.
Right. So what's the unit of measurement?
It's, are you going to be more attractive than
Hot.
a 10? You're a 10 now.
Hot.
Are you still going to be a 10 in 10 years?
Yes.
But it does change the question a little bit. So, will you be more physically attractive in 10 years' time?
Physically, based on what?
On your physical appearance.
Face, body.
So
Very
you're going to
simple.
look
Everything.
different
Total
in 10
package.
years. And if you're a 10 now, are you going to be a 15 or are you going to be like a 5? Like, are you going to get more attractive or
God,
less attractive?
hold on.
I think it's...
You guys
We know.
you're adding complication to it. Just let me get this through.
I mean, it's really like, what are we valuing when it comes to physical attractiveness?
Oh, for Pete's sake, just answer the question. If you
I
were
am
my
answering the
child, I'd be
question.
like, do you want dinner? Do you want dinner right now? Because if you do,
No,
you better
let's-
answer the damn question.
Let's really
Just
peel
answer the
back.
question.
Let's really peel back. Let's break this down. What are we considering beautiful? Is it youth? If the answer is yes, then it follows that yes, I will be 20. Like when I'm 20, I'll be younger than when I'm 30. So yeah.
I have no idea why young men don't want to get married. I can't figure it out. It's a mystery.
I don't
Wait,
know
let's
why you
go-
don't understand.
Because who would want to deal with this? This
Exactly.
Oh
You
no,
just
I
answer-
meant like
you know what
Thank
we're
you.
talking about. Just answer the question. We're not all smoking weed and being like, yeah, bro, like, what do you like when we say attractive?
Exactly. Thank you.
I mean, do you understand like what a question is? There's like a premise and then like what follows logically. Like you can break it down. It's like
I've
talking on and on.
never
Here.
done a debate. I have no idea what a question
Private
is.
chat
I'm
incoming.
clueless.
What if you
Yeah.
really need me to break down beauty for you and looks? We'll do it right now.
okay.
We're getting something pulled up. Okay, make it big so I can read it, please. Big. No, you gotta click on it, then zoom it out. Make it a little bigger, please. Okay, so there's various factors when it comes to your face: facial harmony, mid-face ratio, eye area, skin, features, bones, the rest. Facial harmony is how well a person's facial features fit well together with the rest of the face. Scroll down. Keep going. Mid-face ratio. Mid-face ratio is a major component in determining the objective rating. Ideally, a female face should have 36% of her mid-face. Scroll down. Eyes. Desired traits for the female eye area: large almond-shaped eyes, arched-shaped eyebrows, feline innocent. Okay, I would scroll down. Skin. Healthy, smooth skin is commonly a sign of youth. Next. Facial shape, face shape, nose, lips, next, bones. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Is that it? And then
Yeah, that
there's
makes
and then
sense.
there's your body. You know, there's
okay, cool.
the skin. And
so this is
all-
great. So right, for the example, I'm comparing myself as 20 to myself as 30. So let's just assume that I have all the same features, right?
Mhm.
What's the difference? The difference is age. So if the value is youth, then yes. I mean, let's take for example this water bottle and this glass cup.
No, it's not.
If-
Okay, no. Here,
turn
let me
it
make
off.
let
Oh
me
my God, it's
let me make
exhausting.
this really simple. Let me make this
I'm
really
trying
simple.
to make this simple too.
It's not necessarily. I mean, age comes with things, but it's not necessarily your age. It's how you look, right?
yeah.
So if you were 50, but you somehow magically looked exactly the same,
Yeah.
the assessment of your physical appearance would not matter if you were 20 or 50. Now, as it currently stands, there's no way for a woman at 20 to end up looking the exact same way at 50. But do you agree, typically, when you're 20, you're going to look different than when you're 30, 40, 50?
Of
Yes.
You'll look different.
Yeah.
What are some of those changes that might occur?
Well, you might get older, and with age comes wrinkles. And so if the value is that you like no wrinkles, aka like you like younger people, then yes. Then that means that your unit of measure is youth. If I say, for example, water bottles or water containers that are metal are more beautiful than containers that are glass, or I don't know, you know, and we're comparing these, it's like, which one's more beautiful? Well, this one's metal, so this one is more beautiful, right? Like, the unit of measure is that it's metal.
You're making this unnecessarily complicated.
It's really simple.
I think she's stalling on purpose.
It's not.
Huh?
I think she's stalling on purpose.
I'm not
Just like
stalling.
her friend made up a story about a cult.
Okay, so here, let me ask you a different question.
Yeah.
Do you think that the average 35-year-old woman is more attractive than the average 25-year-old woman?
Based on youth? Like, based
What
on
is the?
what?
But let me ask you a question. You seem to be making the case that there are differing measures and differing units of attractiveness.
Yes.
One of which you think is youth.
Yeah.
What are the other ones?
Well, for me, I don't measure myself purely based off my physical looks. My value comes from all sorts of things.
Okay, so cool. You play the violin. That has zero to do with your outward physical appearance.
Yeah, and so since we're talking about physical appearance, that's why I haven't brought that up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So
Okay.
you could be the most amazing person.
Yeah.
And there could be, you know, if you tend to have a more positive disposition, you smile a lot.
Totally.
This will shift your perceived physical appearance slightly.
Yeah, sure.
Like if you're smiling and have a brightness to you versus constant scowling and resting bitch face, whatever it is. I'll grant this, but a beautiful 10 out of 10 woman who's got a sourpuss on her face versus an objectively ugly woman, even if the ugly woman is smiling, is not going to be appraised or assessed as more attractive than the 10 out of 10 model woman.
We're not talking about two different people. We're talking about me at 20 and me at 30.
That's right.
So how's that relevant?
Because you literally brought it up. You're like, well, I think I'm more attractive because of my insides. And I said that's irrelevant.
I told you where my value comes from, because the second question you posed was like, do you think the average 35-year-old person is more attractive than the average 25?
Yeah, more physically attractive. It's within the context of the looks conversation.
Now that I'm sorry, I just didn't have that clarification. I wasn't sure.
It was within the context of the looks.
Guys don't see your personality. They see the outside.
I'm just being a little silly, guys.
Nobody see your personality until they get to know you. That's the whole point.
Right, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, what are we using to measure physical attractiveness?
Okay, so here, let me ask you this.
It's actually a math.
Stop. Is it your position that oh my God, God damn, you guys gotta let me fucking talk. Holy fuck. Totally lost what I was gonna say. Totally lost my train of thought. Do you think that in your own viewpoint that women are more attractive when they're younger, at 20 versus 30?
Based on physical
looks, yes.
Based on what about the physicalness?
Oh my God.
Based on youth, yeah, they're younger.
Respectfully, can we move on?
Yeah, I'm not trying to hog the conversation. I mean, scientists, they need to agree on a unit of measurement before they talk. I don't see why
the unit of measurement is beauty.
That's not specific enough. You can't say the unit of measurement is length. You need to say inches, millimeters, you know?
Aesthetics are objective. We know what's beautiful and we know what's not beautiful.
Yeah,
now,
so what's the measurement? You literally pulled up a chart and it was showing me measurements. It was showing the mid-face ratio.
I hope you're pretending to be dumb. Are you pretending to be dumb?
Do you think I'm being dumb?
You could just drop the act and stop pretending to be stupid and just answer the question.
I feel like I'm explaining this in a really easy to understand way.
Actually,
I think you're being obstinate and ridiculous. And if we look at a picture of you at 20 and a picture of you at 30, which is going to look better?
You're going on and on, and
we're not making any progress. I think at one point it turned into trolling.
People get really bored.
I'm sorry you guys feel that way. We can move on. I'm not trolling.
I mean, just don't be upset when the show goes super late because you've continuously just waste 10 minutes every time we get to you having to.
You can move on. You're the host.
Or you could just
control the flow of the conversation.
Or you could just operate in good faith and just answer the question. Zero accountability. Okay, I'll ask it again. Do you think you'll be better looking in 10 years' time?
Oh my God.
Based on what?
You're actually retarded. You're actually retarded. Okay.
No, she's playing innocent. She's just being a brat. She's
not being a brat.
You're being a brat.
I just feel like you can't defend.
I will ask a different question.
I have 4 daughters and I know when girls are playing dumb and being a brat.
Okay, I feel like you can't defend your point, so you're just resorting to calling me names.
I haven't had a chance to make a point.
That's what kids do. They call each other names when they don't get their way and they don't understand.
Okay, I'll ask you a different question. Do you think most men will find you more attractive now at 22, or you when you'll be 42?
If their value is youth, then yes.
If their value is looks?
Yeah, looks based on youth, then yes.
Okay, so...
Okay, let me ask you this. You said the girl on the right was less attractive than the girl on the left, right? For that image?
I said the girl on the left is more attractive. Well, I didn't even say it, but yes, sure.
Okay, sure. So, do you think that the girl that you said is more attractive at 42 is more or less attractive than the other one at 20?
Wait, but that's different people.
Hold on. So I can even grant you. It's not a monolith here. There are 32-year-old women who are going to be more attractive than 22-year-old women.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's based on what? What's the unit? Like, is it youth or
what? Yeah, but that would be a comparison between two people. The comparison here is between you and you.
Yeah.
You don't even have any semblance of your position on this. Like,
what do you?
Okay, do you think as people age, they tend to become less or more physically attractive?
They tend to get wrinkled and get older.
By society's standard.
By society's standard of valuing youth, then yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, okay, do you think you'll be better looking in 20 years' time?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Better looking? I don't know.
30 years' time?
I don't know. I'll look older for sure. I value youth, so yeah, I mean, I think if that is what I value, then maybe I'll look more younger at 20, like, I don't know.
Do you think you'll have an easier time getting a modeling contract now at 22 versus you at 102?
Yes, because modeling agencies value youth.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm just moving this on. You're 26. Will you be better looking in 10 years' time?
Good question. I think looking at my mom and the genetics in my family, I think yes. But then if you were to say after that, I don't know, because typically women in my family, they age better until like menopause, like perimenopause. Like
okay, so
Asian
you're 20.
dough raisin.
So you're 26.
Yeah.
You'll be better looking at 36?
Yeah, I want to work more on my fitness goals. So yes.
Unbelievable.
Huh?
Well, I have a question because is it kami?
Yes.
What, like communist? That's pretty funny.
No, like kami, like God in Japanese.
Okay, sure. Anyways, you called me ugly, and so I'm 44. So I want to know, do you think you're going to be hot when you're 44?
I wouldn't say hot. No, I never said hot. I never even said I'm hot now. And
so
I actually do want to.
Didn't you call yourself a 10? Didn't you call yourself a 10?
No, I didn't. I never said that.
What did you say you were?
I said probably an 8, because we can all say 7.
Well, I think an 8 would be considered hot.
For me personally, I think 9 and 10 are hot. 8 is average because we cannot say 7. And then 6 is, sorry, not average, average attractive. Because I don't think I'm average out of all the women in the world, but I think out of women that men want to date or society likes, I think I am average amongst them.
Wait, really quick on this. Can we get this pulled up really quick?
Yeah.
Just for clarification. Now, I actually disagree with the faces that they show, but this is going to explain the rating scale. You can disregard the actual faces here. I need the right where it okay, so there's no 10s. God tier. Basically, no one meets the standard. 9.5, that's the top 0.002%. I disagree with some of these faces, whatever, doesn't matter. A 9 or a 9.5, extremely rare. This range will consist of the best looking women of all time, with virtually every facial feature being top tier. These women have great bone structure, strong projected jaw, high set prominent zygomatic processes, excellent facial symmetry and harmony, large almond eyes, full lips, fine eyebrows. Skin will show intact collagen and be clear, both signs of youthfulness. The face will be almost perfectly harmonious, with a majority of facial features being feminine and cohesive. Supermodels and some actresses can be found in this category. Scroll down. 8, uncommonly seen, these women are attractive with and without makeup and have high facial aesthetics. Face consists of attractive and feminine features, rounder, large eyes with the little upper eyelid exposure, high cheekbones, feminine, small chin, and overall soft and harmonious traits. Face may not be perfect, including 1 or 2 less attractive or more masculine features. However, this is negligible overall. Models and actresses can be found in this category. Scroll down. 7, somewhat uncommon and the most attractive women seen on a day-to-day basis. These women stand out from the crowd and may be able to model or be successful as an Instagram model or influencer. A majority of facial features will be feminine and attractive, but they may possess a few flaws. Bulbous nasal tip, slight asymmetry, long mid-face. The overall face is attractive and has good harmony. 6, these women will be good looking with mostly positive facial features and some negative features. Hair and skin will be healthy. Face will be attractive to a majority of people, but may be polarizing to some. Overall, face will be harmonious, and these women will be considered better looking than average. 5.5, these women will be above average and somewhat good looking, with some positive facial features and some negative features. Hair and skin will be healthy. Face will be somewhat attractive to some people, but only be slightly above average to others. Overall, face will be fairly harmonious, and these women will be considered better looking than average. 5, the majority of women fall in this range. Face is not head-turning, but makeup can be used to accentuate facial features to the point of being considered slightly attractive to a decent amount of people. Facial flaws may be noticeable: recessed maxilla, narrow palate, asymmetry, excess upper eyelid exposure, excess buccal fat, and imperfect skin. 4, a decent amount of women fall into this range, and they will not be considered particularly attractive, but also are not ugly. Possible flaws are noticeable masculine features: bushy eyebrows, large nose, strong chin. Face lacks harmony, and flaws detract from overall attractiveness. These women may possess a niche or unconventional face or style. 3, these women are considered unattractive by a majority of people. Many facial flaws will be noticeable. Overall, these women lack an appealing face, but are not repulsive. 2, every facial feature will be below average and unattractive. These women are considered ugly by almost all of the population. Potential flaws: extreme asymmetry and little facial harmony. 1, every facial feature will be well below average and very unattractive. These women are considered very ugly by all of the population. Is there more? Scroll down. No appeal whatsoever. Okay, there. My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to go there. Does that help at all?
Yeah, it actually does. So did you show this because I said in 10 years I think I'll have better features than today?
No, you were
or
going
you showed
back.
this because of the Rachel, like I just want to clarify.
You were going back to the conversation about rating on a 1 to 10 scale.
Oh, okay. Actually, after viewing that, I would say that I'm 7, but specifically they said don't say 7. They said you cannot choose 7, so that's actually exactly what I said.
Here, why don't we just try to get through this?
Yeah.
Can I answer?
And also, sorry, Rachel, I called you ugly because after reading that, actually, I would say what they defined, the category that I personally feel like was close to the description, they actually said is not considered ugly. So
Okay.
Sorry about that, but I mean, I don't want to. Obviously, I don't want to like point out. But if you really are wondering why I said that, I can explain, and I think it would actually pretty